Welcome, Scorpio, to your May 2021 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Scorpios. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Now, don't panic if you don't hear from me right away, because I do get a lot of people taking me up on my offer and asking questions, so I like to give each of them as much energy as I can. So I get back to everyone who subscribes to me, I promise. Now, let's get into this month's reading. Now, I got some really interesting messages coming through when I was doing your reading, and I'm really loving it. I'm loving your reading this month for May. Now, you start out with the energy of the King of Wands, and this is the sign of Aries traditionally, but this is a general reading, so it could relate to any fire sign that is an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarian, but traditionally this would be an Aries, and this is a very powerful king. And often when court cards show up in our reading, and court cards are the kings and the queens and the knights and the pages, when they show up in a reading, they can often talk about the person that's having the reading taking on those qualities. And I feel for a lot of Scorpios in May, you are going to be taking on this leadership role, because the King of Wands is very much a leader, and often they're a leader in their field, or in where they work. You know, they're the boss, and they've got very strong energy. And I really feel like this is saying that you are absolutely going to be having these incredible leadership skills in May. And there's a lot of people that are going to benefit from your efficiency, your effectiveness. You're really just going to be able to also focus on getting a job done really well in May as well. And you know, it's time to really focus on issues that matter for you in May, Scorpio. And I feel for some of you, now again, this is a general reading, and I did get multiple layered messages coming through, so take what resonates in this reading and let everything else go. Now, you've got the Queen of Cups there as well. And so the Queen of Cups is actually you showing up in your own reading here, Scorpio. This is the card that I usually read as a Scorpio, but again, general reading could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces here. And I'm feeling like you could potentially have a Cancer or a Pisces or another Scorpio in your life, or even an Aries, Leo, or Sag here. And I'm feeling that perhaps this could be a connection between you and somebody else in May. And I'm also feeling that for some of you, there could be some sadness around this. You may feel like you've been left out in the cold by either one of these star signs or someone in your life, and it's making you really feel quite down and a little bit sad about the situation. But I feel like it's just your perception. You are seeing things perhaps not in the clearest of light here. And particularly when you get, now you've got 2 5s this month. I'm kind of jumping all over the place because the stories that were coming out to me as I was dealing your cards seemed very specific for some. So I'm feeling like some of you out there really are feeling left out in the cold, and you feeling like there's an emotional loss here. But particularly in the five, you see, I don't know if you can see through my crystals there, there's spilled cups on the uh, five of cups, and the figure in the cups in that card is focusing on the cups that are spilled, but behind them there are two cups that are there full to the brim that haven't been toppled over. And if you turn around and you look at things from a different perspective, you're going to realize that, you know, there's still love there. There's still love around you. And the same with the Five of Pentacles card there. If you're feeling left out in the cold or downtrodden a little bit, you have to change your perspective, because if you look at the card, the figures in the card, if you turn around, they're sitting right outside of a beautiful church, and this in the stained glass, you know, there's light, there's warmth in the church. They can go around and go inside the church, and they'll be protected, and there's people there that can help them. So it's just a matter of changing our perception, and this could be to do with a particular person, this either fire sign or this water sign here. And I do see a Capricorn that is also showing up here as well. So for some of you, you could have been involved with a Capricorn. Now, moving along here from that Queen of Cups that I was originally talking about, where I was saying that you were showing up in your own reading, the Queen of Cups actually is a beautiful message, and it's a deeply emotional card. And it's really, it's a message to ask you to care for others, but it's great to care for others. You are such a caring, emotional sign, but you've got to nurture yourself just as much. You need to look after yourself here, you know. And when you get the Queen of Cups, this card is talking about feelings that are running really deep, and there's likely to be something very significant going on in a relationship, whether it is romantic or platonic. You've just got these deep emotional feelings here. Now, this is also a card of deep psychic experiences, so you're really asked to listen to your guidance, listen to your feelings and your intuition very closely, Scorpio. And you know, Scorpio, you are very intuitive. You are a very intuitive sign, so listen for any messages that are coming through for you. Now, in May, I am seeing some sort of victory here for you. You have that wonderful card, the Six of Wands, that is that card of victory. And not only victory, but people are looking at you, and you could even be getting an award. People are shouting your praises. They're actually really you're really being praised here in May. You've done a really good job, and you're kind of just so happy. It's the victory card. What more can I say? You're just very, very happy. And also this can be information that's headed your way that is extremely happy info as well, that's going to make you feel very, very happy too. But yeah, it could be something great to do with your work as well, your career, something you are passionate about. But yeah, you some of you are going to be recognised in a public way for your accomplishments here. So it's just a lovely, lovely card. Now, you've also got the Devil card here, and that Devil card is the card of Capricorn, which I did mention. But the Devil is a card that talks about a feeling of maybe being a little bit trapped. But again, this is just an illusion, and I'm feeling like this kind of is a month for you of illusions. You're thinking perhaps financially you're struggling, things you've been left out in the cold, things aren't working well there. You feel like emotionally you might be lacking there as well. You're a bit of sadness, but it's it's a bit of a matter of just changing your thought process to a positive way of thinking to a negative way of thinking. The devil card's almost like saying maybe it seems like the path ahead of you has become a little bit hidden. You can't find your way through here anymore. And it feels like there's no going forward now. You feel a little bit stuck, but it is an illusion. You're not really stuck, and freedom comes by just changing your thoughts, changing the way you're thinking about certain situations and certain things. Now, another thing that the card can talk about is you may be falling back into some old patterns of dependency here. Now, this can be, you might even be struggling with dependency, and this can actually hold you back from your happiness as well. And when I say dependency, this can be anything. It doesn't necessarily mean alcohol, drugs, cigarettes. It can mean negative, bad eating habits, or just negative patterns that you got in that aren't for your best. And it could just mean that these are resurfacing in May. So just be a little bit careful there. Now, also, another thing with the Devil card, this is someone who often can focus on material or worldly things a little bit too much, or and be focused on it in the sense that they're worried or thinking about money or having money, or and it can also talk about somebody who is experiencing a little bit of debt here. But I just feel like you are going to be, if that is something to do with money issues, you are going to be getting a gift from the universe almost. You've got the Six of Pentacles right beneath that card. So I feel for a lot of you, you're going to be getting a gift, whether it's you win the lottery, or somebody gives you some money, or somebody pays back a debt that's owed to you, or you are even in a position where somebody is charitable to you. You could be getting out of this financial situation if you are in one. But also, I mean, I'll go into the Six of Pentacles a little bit deeper when I get to it, so I won't go on there. But just for some of you, that Devil card can talk about some things that may make us feel a little bit trapped, either just mentally, or our own addictions and compulsive behavior can be returning in May. So keep an eye on that. Now, I've already touched on that Five of Pentacles, and that does talk about feeling left out in the cold. But I do feel like this is connected with perhaps a past relationship, or something that I feel like, even though it is a money card and some of you might be struggling financially, I feel that this definitely has to do with the way that a relationship that perhaps has ended has made you feel. And this really, it's like, and it's left you with this feeling of something is lacking. But it's like I said, these cards here, both of the fives, they're perceptions. And when you get this card, it's really asking you to change that feeling of like you don't have enough money, or you're being left out in the cold and no one's helping you, because that's not the case. And again, same message. Now, you've got two fives here, and So many star signs have had these repeated numbers coming through, and I often just think that these kind of synchronicities are important. And fives, when you see multiple fives, they are often challenges that bring about opportunities. So this is like an opportunity for some abundance here and some money. And the Five of Cups is an opportunity for love and a new way of uh, looking at your life there. And right beside the Five of Cups is one of the most happiest cards in the deck, and that is the Ten of Cups there. And the Ten of Cups is just such a beautiful card. It is a card of good fortune, and it represents having it all. You've got that wonderful family. If you look at the card itself, you see a beautiful happy family. The parents are happy, the children are happy, they have a beautiful, amazing castle in the background that they live in with beautiful grounds, and it's just, they're so content. And this is what this card is talking about as well. Great contentment in your lives, in your relationships. They're positive and they're affirming. And you've got really healthy connections with your children. I just feel like it's just such a happy card. There's harmony within your friends, with your extended family, and it's like your emotional needs are getting met as well in May. I mean, what more happiness can you ask for here? And you've got everything that you need as well to be financially happy. You don't have to worry about this feeling of lack or being left out in the cold or not having enough to get you through in that Five of Pentacles. You don't have to worry about it, because the Ten of Cups is telling you that everything's there for you. And also this card can talk about you taking care of others as well. And also allowing other people to take care of you, Scorpio. You don't always have to be the ones that are worried about everyone else here, okay? And yeah, it's just such a beautiful, happy card. And I mean, it's underneath the victory card. So what more can I say? It's absolutely beautiful energy there. Now, your card, the Six of Pentacles, this again is that card where the challenges are over for you financially. You've got the Five there where you feel like there's challenges or being left out in the cold, but the Six talks about all of that stuff in the Five falling away. And what's left behind is abundance and generosity, and prosperity enters your life when you see that Six of Pentacles. And it enters in your life in the form of gifts as well. It doesn't necessarily mean financial stuff, but it can mean a salary increase. You might be getting some work for a job that you've done in the past. Any kind of gift from the universe in that regard. And it's also the power of positive thinking has brought this abundance to you. You have changed your thoughts. You've done exactly what you need to do and what the messages of the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups are telling you to do. And towards the end of the month, I'm feeling like you are really in this time of abundance in all areas of your life, in love, happiness, finances. It's all there. Also, this card can talk about repaying off any debts that you have, and it's right beneath the Devil card, as I mentioned before, and the Devil card can talk about being in excessive debt for some. So I see that getting paid off for you. And it's like favors are getting repaid to you as well. And it's like you're also eliminating any obligations that you might have towards anyone else. You don't owe anyone anything. You can just live your own life. You are so happy. It's a card of gratitude and charity. And also, just by giving thanks to the universe for what's been provided to you is a really good message to that comes through with this card. Just be thankful and be able to look at what you do have here. Now, some of you as well might be in a position to be giving to others who are less fortunate than you in May as well, because this Six of Pentacles card is that giving, that charity. So you might be on the end that where you are the person that's helping someone else out there. Now, for your final card, Proceeding Softly. I absolutely love this deck. This is the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn, and Proceeding Softly really talks about, if you look at the mantra there on the card, it says, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. So say that to yourself over and over in May. Now, the meaning of this card is go forward, slowly and gently. Stop to smell the daisies and enjoy the view. Love and appreciate what is here now. The universe wants you to know, when you take your time and go slowly, new perceptions blossom that you can't see if you're moving fast. Step out of the rapid pace of everyday life and step into the majesty of stillness. Resist the impulse to go ahead with your first instincts and tune into your deeper intuition. Power is born when you relax into the present moment. What a lovely message for May, Scorpios. And this does tie in a little bit with the Queen of Cups there. That is a very psychic energy in that card. So tune into that psychic energy and follow your instincts about the way to proceed here. But I am seeing wonderful, happy energy for you in May. Have a great month. If you're into crystal jewelries, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There's some beautiful crystal pieces there. They are all one-off pieces only. They're handmade and designed in Australia by an Australian designer. And the meaning of the crystals are also on that website if you want to check that out there. So have a great month, Scorpios, and I hope to see you next month. Bye!